The night before my wedding, I discovered my fiancé Tay never loved me. He just needed my rare blood type for his true love's face the night before my wedding. My mom got into a car accident. She needed a blood transfusion. Fast, her blood type was rare. Mine matched. I was pregnant, but I didn't think twice. While I was bleeding out, losing my baby, my fiancé Stan, Joffrey Habsburg, and his brother, my so-called childhood friend Mateo, were busy holding Nancy's hand during her cosmetic surgery. I begged Joffrey to save my mom. Only then did he bother to pick up a scalpel. When it was over, he said, "Surgery failed. She's gone." 2 days later, I overheard Nancy purring through the door wrapped around the Habsburg brothers. Mateo really is a racer. He hit that old hag dead on, and Joffrey, you were amazing too, making sure she didn't survive the surgery. Sex to you both. I got Lurie's blood for my operation even with a door between us. Their little love fest was painfully loud. Nancy sighed, all sugar and seduction. Mateo, touch my face. Do I look pretty just like before? Mateo practically melted. Nancy, you've always been beautiful. Don't ever do this again. Even a tiny injection kills me, let alone surgery. Joffrey, not about to be left out, cut in. Why just Mateo? If it weren't for my plan, you wouldn't have even gotten the right blood. Nancy huffed. I only want Mateo to touch me. At least he's loyal. Not like someone who loves me but still got engaged to another woman. Joffrey didn't flinch. He coaxed her. She was just a tool for you. You know you are the only one I love. Nancy pouted, milking it. But you still agreed to marry her? If it weren't for her, I wouldn't have been disfigured. And yet you still went through with the engagement. Joffrey just laughed, kissing her deep, like this was all some big joke. That was a stalling tactic. That's why we acted before the wedding. Now that the old hag's dead, Lurie's too messed up to even think about marriage. I even gave you that necklace made from her rib, so don't be mad. Nancy traced her nose, murmuring, that's true. If it weren't for Lurie's rib, I wouldn't have this perfect nose then, like she hadn't just bragged about wearing my bones. She blinked, all innocent. But Lurie gave you her rib. She must really love you. If she knew how you treated her, she'd be heartbroken. Mateo pulled Nancy into his arms, nuzzling her affectionately. You are too kind, still thinking about Laurie after everything. This is just what she owes you, not just her rib or her blood. If she died, that'd just be karma. Their words cut like knives. My fingers shook against the doorframe, tears slipping down my face. So this was the truth. My love for Joffrey, my devotion to my mother, none of it had ever mattered. I'd only ever been a stepping stone 2 days ago. I lost my baby from too much blood loss. Now, hearing this, a fresh wave of pain tore through my stomach. Through the haze, I saw my mom on the operating table. That day had been a blur. Her blood type was rare, and no one at the hospital dared touch her case. So even pregnant, I gave as much blood as I could, but just as the surgery was about to start, the on-call doctor vanished. I had no choice but to call Joffrey, sobbing as I begged. He didn't care. I have my own matters to handle. Nancy's getting cosmetic surgery. I need to be there for her. She only has me. If I don't take care of her, who else will? You are not a child anymore. Handle it yourself. My voice shook. But doesn't she have Mateo? They're the real couple. You are getting married tomorrow. Why are you still clinging to them? My mom is dying. You are the only one who can help her. Joffrey, please. Silence. With no other choice, I ran through the pouring rain to the plastic surgery clinic next door. The second I saw him, I collapsed at his feet, gripping his legs, my sobs raw and desperate. Joffrey, I know I've been the only one in love all these years, but please, just this once, save my mom, if only because you are about to be my husband. A sharp voice cut through the moment. Nancy stood off to the side, smirking. Lurie, you are getting married tomorrow. Can't you at least try to keep up appearances? I froze. Nancy, aren't you in surgery? Nancy waved a hand, grinning smugly. It hasn't started yet. I am just a baby at heart. I need both Mateo and Joffrey with me the whole time. But you should be worrying about yourself. Look at all that blood under you. You seriously don't even know when you are on your period. Stop embarrassing yourself, Krent. A sharp pain ripped through my stomach. My breath hitched as I looked down, blood. A deep red stain spreading across my white dress. But I was 2 months pregnant. This wasn't my period.